Last week's winner, William Byron, is sitting at 10K, so one of 5 drivers north of $10,000. Like, is this a week? It doesn't sound like this is a week where paying up makes sense, does it?
Actually, it does kind of make sense, and Geoff's right. Just pick the best drivers. This isn't really a dirt track. It's not much different than the regular concrete track, just slower. So the cars that have been fast this season should be fast again this week. William Byron has been one of the best drivers this year. He actually ran well here last year, if that means anything. He was inside the top 5. And another example of this not being a dirt race, Byron has no dirt experience, and he was one of the best drivers at this track last year. I like Kyle Larson, not because he's a dirt racer, but just because he's one of the best drivers. Now, the problem is everyone is going to play him because he has all this dirt experience, and his ownership is going to be sky high, and it's not going to give him any advantage whatsoever, and it might be a disadvantage because we've seen some of these dirt trackers try to do different things, and it usually just holds them back at this racetrack. So I'll gladly fade Larson because of his ownership.
All right, Geoff, is your strategy to fade Larson as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, it depends kind of what contest you're playing. I think in the bigger field GPPs, I think a Kyle Larson fade probably makes sense. I mean, Pearce mentioned he kind of came out and he obviously is looking at this race the same way we're looking at it. It's just a big, hodgepodge. Anything could happen. No one really has a huge advantage or anything like that. So, with that in mind, I think that there's just so many good drivers driving well every week underneath him in price that it doesn't really make sense to eat the chalk with Kyle Larson if he is going to be chalky. And it does look like, this dirt track, connection is going to be something that actually draws people towards him. So, no, I definitely like, going at least a little bit underneath him. I don't think you should go too crazy and fade like all the top players. There's definitely names in the 10K range that I think are viable, but paying up for Kyle Larson if he's going to be like the most, owned play. No, I think that's a fair fade.